LiveOddsSportsBookReview.com. Stanford at Notre Dame on NBC, 4:30 Pacific, Saturday night. Notre Dame 354.5 the total. This is the toilet bowl. Both of these teams were in the top 10 at one point. It's 2-4 Notre Dame against 3-2 Stanford. Stanford, last two games without cornerback Meeks and Holder. They were lit up against Washington and Washington State. 86 points, 882 total yards, 567 passing yards. Meeks might be back, but there's still other injuries on this defense. And what's going on with Burns? The offense has been horrible with a banged-up McCaffrey.
Well, that's just it with Stanford. I mean, sometimes over the course of the last 5 years or so in the David Shaw era, we've seen Stanford have problems on offense or problems on defense. We're seeing both right now. You know, without Meeks and Holder, the defense is torched, absolutely torched. They're getting beat over the top on passes. That hasn't happened for Stanford in years. Now, they could get Meeks back this week, but they're going to be without safety Justin Reed for the first half. He had a targeting penalty last week, and not just the defense. Ryan Burns, the quarterback, has been sacked 10 times over the last two games. And oh, by the way, McCaffrey is not healthy for Stanford. And if they don't have Christian McCaffrey, he's got a banged up leg. He's still listed as questionable. I've read reports that he is very questionable, meaning that, okay, we don't know what's going to happen. Bottom line is McCaffrey doesn't suit up. This offense, which has one playmaker, will then have zero playmaker.
Man, the Notre Dame defense stinks, but you think Kaiser will be able to attack downfield. Throw out what happened last week in the monsoon. Throw it out.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of games last week that are going to have quote-unquote fluky stats. Notre Dame's game had the flukiest stats of all. I mean, it was impossible to move the ball. It was impossible to have anything going offensively in that game. What was it, 10-3 final score, and the winning touchdown came on a block punt. It was that type of game. So don't look at that as an example of Notre Dame defensive improvement. They could improve defensively if they don't have to face McCaffrey. That's the primary reason that I can find that they're chalk in this game. But yeah, you call it the toilet bowl? I wouldn't argue with that. Two teams that have not lived up to expectations.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.